What is good, guys? What is good? What is poppin'? How are you guys today? Drop down in the comments how your day is going so far, if you want. So this video is going to be talking a bit about risk. Are you taking the risks you need to get to where you want to get to, the results you want to see? The greatest risk is not taking any risk at all. If you're simply just staying in your bubble, for example, hey, we all like to stay in our bubbles, right? It's comfortable, it's warm, it's peace. I wouldn't say peaceful. It's warm and it's comforting. And I feel like comforting is different than peaceful. Because you may be comfortable, but your mind might not be at peace. You're just comfortable, like, it's so comfortable. I know it's not where I want to be, but I'm comfortable. I'm not very at peace with myself, but I'm comfortable, as opposed to doing the things that challenge you to develop, and you feel at peace because you're freeing yourself in a way, so this video is about taking risks to see the results that you want, right? And it can be anything, right? What I consider a risk is it something that you have no idea what the outcome will be, but you do it anyways, right? Like, there's outcomes, but you don't know what the outcome will be, right? So if I go talk to this chick, what are the outcomes, right? Like, if you think about it, what are the outcomes? She rejects you by not even responding to you, right? She would just be like, I have nothing to do with this guy, right? That's one possibility. The second possibility is she would say, I'm not interested, literally, and walk away from you. The third thing, she might be interested, She might be on the fence, which is called a neutral trick, She's just kind of like on the fence trick. She was just like, you seem interesting, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sold. And then fourth is a really receptive chick where she like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, really receptive to your action. So these are 4 possibilities, right? There's probably many more, but I think these are the 4 main ones. And so if you get one of these responses, for example, does that mean your life is over? Does that mean that you're going to die? Does that mean that you're just going to disintegrate and fall off the face of the earth because you did that? Think about this for a second. What will be the risk from all those 4 choices? What will be the risk? This kind of risk assessment, You think about the risk. What are the risks? What are the options, the possible risks that can occur when you do this? And the only risk is that you'll never see her again. And that you lost her, and that's it. That's not that bad, is it? So you're not taking the risks, and if you want to meet more women, you got to take the risk and go talk to women, right? Accept those choices and just do it. It's so simple, but it's just such a mental block, And I want to give an example from my own personal experience, which I just experienced 3 days ago. Please, guys, I'm just I want to say I'm beginner to intermediate level into talking to women. I'm not no expert pro G. I'm just experiencing, and I want to share some of my experiences with you guys. So a couple days ago, I was out and about riding my bike, cruising. I was leaving a friend's place, and I realized I was passing down this college campus, right? I knew that because that's the path I came by anyways to go to my friend's place. So I'm heading back, and it's like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. No, it's like 8 p.m. 8 p.m. And I'm passing and cruising, and I'm like, you know what? And I'm biking, and I stopped at a red light. There's a chick there. And I was like, F it. Let me go talk to her. I'm on my bike. Who cares? And, you know, I don't want to get too technical here, but ideally I did the indirect approach, which is, hey, do you know where that train is? I think it's down this way, but I could be completely wrong. I'm not sure the right direction, but I think it is down that way, right? And she's like, oh, let me check. And then I threw some teases. I'm like, hey, so I'm guessing you're at this campus, but you don't even know where the train is at? With a smirk, obviously. If I said really serious, I'll sound bogus as hell, you know? But if you're saying it like in a joking way, and you're taking those risks. So, here's another thing. When you're talking with women or anyone, you gotta take those risks to get the emotional reaction out of her. You know, if you're talking to someone and you're playing it safe on the borderline, you're not stepping on toes, you know? You don't want to do it intentionally, like in a mean way, but do it where it's on the edge, you know? And you don't want to go over the edge where it's like very insulting, but you want to like tease it and poke at it a bit so, you know, it strikes an emotional reaction. So I wanted to gauge her emotional reaction by saying, you go to this campus and you're not sure where the train's at. What kind of student are you? You know? So I was pushing it and she responded well to it. Just right. It was like in a sweet spot. Like I hit it in a sweet spot. That also, and maybe because she was also pretty receptive to me. So it worked out well. Anyways, I don't want to go too long in this story, but I took that risk, right? That's one risk that I took. I decided to step on her toes a bit to gauge where I was at in emotional spikes and reactions. She responded well because she had an emotional reaction. If I said something really small like, if I didn't say anything at all, she wouldn't get an emotional reaction. So she was becoming invested because I'm pointing out something funny, you know, like something silly, and she became emotionally invested because like, oh shit, he made me laugh. Anyways, continue on. We hit it off good. I built some comfort with her. We were cool, you know. She seemed cool. I actually was interested in her, you know. I'm not gonna lie. And it came to a point where, you know, I did some leading. We went on this hill, super romantic hill, super campusy. It was nighttime. It was chill. We were both sitting. We were both talking. And this is a situation that always fall into. And as soon as I sat there, I was like, oh my God, this is literally the situation that I've been in a billion zillion times. The situation where, do you make that first move? Do you make that move? Do you go for the kiss? Do you not go for the kiss? What do you do? And I was in that position again, a billion times with this another chick. This time, I took that risk. And I did this all in like a split second. I was like, okay, I either had to take this risk, and if she declines, what am I gonna lose? Am I gonna disintegrate and fall off the planet of Earth? Am I gonna disappear and go on to Goliath's mansion? I don't know what I'm saying. What's the risk? She says no. Okay. And now I did all that in 1 second. Boom. I went for the kiss. Because I felt like it was the right time. But you know how those moments where you're like, is it the right time now? Is it the right time? When that thought even comes up, where like, should I go for the kiss? Go for it. Go for it. When you start thinking, when you're next to her, and you start feeling that, when you start thinking, oh, this is the time, go for it. Think about the risks that you're gonna lose. What risk? You won't see her. Well, hey, you took your shot, go on to the next chick. If you didn't, that would be stuck in your mind forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And it's gonna be, oh my God. You don't want to fall in that. So take that risk, please, because I took that risk and I was actually, I was in a flow state. That's a whole nother topic for another day. I was just like, it is what it is. I'm gonna take this risk. Let's do it. And I went in, and you gotta go in with intention. You know, you're not gonna do like you know, like you're hesitant. You just go in for it. You go in for it. And the beautiful, beautiful thing, because I had pure intentions. We were both attracted to each other, and I went for it. This was like amazing. Just me being so sure about this made it so funny, because I noticed the slightest hesitance in her. Like, she was like, what, is he actually gonna do that? And then she just bought into it. She went in with it, and it was crazy, you know. And I've never done that shit before. I told you I've been in this situation a billion times, and I never pulled that move. So it just blew my mind what is possible. Because if you are even getting to that first base, kiss, smooch, make out, whatever you want to call it, you're even getting there. You've already broken that barrier, that invisible barrier. And now everything else will be easier. And I noticed naturally I pulled back a bit because, you know, you don't want to go waste all that energy just like, then it gets boring and dull. Pull back and build more comforts with her, because she wants to be sure that you're the guy that you just did that with, you know? You don't want to just do that and keep pushing and pushing, make her uncomfortable. That's not the goal of this. You want to make her comfortable enough with you. That's it, guys. There's guys who just push, and sure, they might get the response, but it's never a good response because they're not comfortable with you. So I pulled back and built more comfort with her, you know? I want her to feel comfortable because I want her to be comfortable with me, and I want to be comfortable with her, you know? So that was one experience I had. But think about the risks that you may face, and are you willing to accept those risks, guys? So that was an example. Take those small risks where, you know, think about a situation that scares you. Something that's reasonable. Think about something that's reasonable, but that scares you at the same time. You know, you don't want to shoot crazy high. That makes you even more scared. But please do shoot high up, but high enough where you can do it, but you're still a little scared. And think about or write down all the possibilities that can happen when you go through those situations. Think about it, write about it, and think about, okay, what is the worst outcome that can happen? Look through it. And when that situation arrives, you know the risks. You know the risks that are associated with it, and now you know what you should do. So that is it for this video, guys. That is it for this video. You know, that is it. I don't want to go too long. We're already hitting about 15 minutes or so. So that is it for this video. Leave a like and a comment. Please leave a comment, actually, if you want to see any other topics talked about in this video. I'm trying to upload every single Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Time. So let me know what you guys want to see. Drop in the comments. I'll see what I come up with some wizardry and some genius. You know, I'm like every other human being, you know? The only difference is that I'm taking those steps to get where I want to get to. That's it. I'm building the life that I want to build. So let me know what you guys want to see. Drop a like if you would love to see more content like this. And yeah, subscribe. So that is it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.